What's up? Today we're making the romance anime GOAT list. We're gonna start from the honorable mentions, all the way from 10 to 1, the best of all time. Let's get into it. Starting off with the honorable mentions. In no order, except for there's really an order, and I'll tell you about that later. Let's go. Maid-sama, Kami-sama Kiss, Golden Time, Clannad, my personal favorite Nana, Fruit Baskets, Real Life, Anohana, then it's Plastic Memories, Pegros Curso. Let me tell you how I rank this, even though it says no order, so I just lied to you. Maid-sama to Anohana, you could put that in for number 10. All right, those are top tier. You could replace them for what I put number 10, but you'll understand what I was trying to do. Okay. Then Plastic Memories, Pegros Curso. It's okay. All right, it's closer to top 20 than top 10, but I had to put it out there out of respect. You know, it had potential, and that's why I put it there. Let's move on to number 10. Number 10, the number, the 10th best romance anime of all time, in my opinion, quintessential quintuplets. Now you might be asking, what's so good about this anime? Is it the animation? Is it the characters? Are all the characters good? Is it that like the storytelling? Is it the movie? Was the movie good? Was the animation good? Was the soundtrack special? And to all of that, no, that shit was okay all ass, right? But what was good about this anime? I mean, my favorite character of all time was in it, So I guess what else? I mean, also there was an ending, so you didn't have to go like scourging the internet to find the ending. Not bad. Like low-key, that's about it. I put no bias, but hey, let's move on. Number 9, let's get it, baby. Number 9, we got Blue Box. It might be too soon to say, guys, but from what I'm seeing, it couldn't even break the top 10. It already broke the top 10, in my opinion. It could reach top 5. Now, I'm not crazy to say that. Listen, yes, Hina got slimed out. She got she got ended. But if they maintain this rivalry, like just a little bit, this has to put but they can't drag it either. They have to like time it perfectly. You feel me? If they push this in the right direction, this could easily, with the animation, with the quality, with the storytelling, and the likable characters, this could become legendary. No, but one thing I didn't like about the show, like this shit Loki takes place in Peaches and Queenville. You feel me? Like, like everybody's so nice, bro. It actually made me angry. So there's very strong highs, like some shit that pisses you off, but it was very solid, I guess. So I'm putting at number 9 for now. It could move up, it could move down. Just remember that this goal list is always changing, alright? Move on to number 8, baby. Number 8, Saikano. Alright, listen. If you guys watched the season but didn't watch the movie, you're missing out. Because, the movie was moving like 2016 Braun, alright? Holy moly, bro. I was falling asleep watching the seasons, I can't lie. Like, season 1, I was okay attentive, right? I was okay awake. I was like, okay, that's what's going on. Season 2, I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened, right? The movie, bro, I cried tears. Tears of happiness, joy. This is the shit that makes life worth living. Like, you look outside your fucking window, the sun's gleaming in, like, bro, it makes you want to go outside, you feel me? So that's the type of anime, not even anime, that's the type of movie it is, okay? So I'm begging you guys to keep this niche, keep it underground, because I low-key, I got a lot being a hardcore, you feel me? But keep that number 8. Could move down, though, because the seasons were low-key, like, do buns. And let's move on to number 7, Spice and Wolf. Alright. People are going to ask, did you watch the original? Why is the original not here? You know why? Because the original is fucking buns. Alright, buddy? That's why it's not fucking here. Alright, chill. It was okay. But it wasn't for me. Like, yo, listen. If you expect me to watch, like, 240 HP, like, nah. I watched it. It was okay. But the reason why I put the remake here is because not gonna lie, it just looks nicer. Obviously, it was made, like, 20 years later. It was slow paced. Like, this shit made me feel intellectual when I was watching, I can't lie. You know? It was calm. It's like completely different from any other show I watched, I guess. Aside from the original, obviously, because it's the same fucking show. But it was kind of a slice of life, but like the plot actually moved forward. So that's why I really liked. Well, I didn't like, but I also liked it. So it was slow, really slow. It was like kind of a like monster of the week type of thing, but not at the same time. I'm not explaining it. You gotta watch it, but hey, let me know what y'all think. Let's move on to number 8. 6. What am I talking about? Number 6, we got Toradora. Yes, this was made 20 years ago, but this is one of the only like old anime that's still like aged decently well. There's a lot of things that there's a lot of anime that don't translate like 20 years later, 15 years later. It doesn't hit the same, right? But this show Loki like it still gets you, man. The Christmas episode, like if you know what I'm, bro, if you watch it, the Christmas episode, bro, I can't be the only one who was. I was feeling some type of way, man. Hey, but the bad things about it had a rushed ending. The soundtrack fitted really well. Ryuji, that's my dog. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't have a lot of bad things to say about the show. Like from quality to music, everything was from pacing. Even though the rush ending, it was like there's nothing I wouldn't point out. I would point out that was particularly bad about this show. So I'm gonna put it at 6. Like this is an actual show that I respect. You know, I actually like it, and I think it's like a technically well made show. So I'm putting number 6, and we'll move on to number freaking 5. How can Sama Love is War? Listen, this show might be the most overrated, glazed piece of media to ever grace this earth. And this is no disrespect because I actually like this show. But when I was watching the things I was hearing about this show before I watched it, bro, like I was hearing Grand Blue comparisons, prison school comparisons to the comedy. For the romance, I was hearing comparisons to like Origairu. Like I was getting crazy comparisons, right? Tell me while I'm watching the show, I don't laugh once, by the way. Like I was cracking maybe a grin every 3 episodes. I don't know, but like the fact that it got a grin out of me, that's what I respect. You know, it was trying. It was really trying. So I'm not gonna say it wasn't funny at all. What I will say is that it was overrated. It's not as funny as people say, but it's not a bad show. That's the point I'm trying to drive. It was very unique. Yeah, it was unique. It was special. Really special. Like there's like the special you get taken out of the classroom for, you feel me? But I'll leave that up to you. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4, you lie in April. Tears fell, but I was not crying. Alright? When I tell you watching listen, when she no spoilers, no spoilers. No spoilers. But I mean like who hasn't heard about this, you feel me? But yo, when she dies, bruh. Yo, when she dies, that shit has to be like the most top 5 heartbreaking moments of all time. The thing is, like, low key, you could see it coming. Like, like, come on. Like, this was like the most obvious, like, cry bait of all time. The music was good. It was mid. Like, it was a step higher than mid. It was good, but not good, like, not good, like, peak music. Hey, you know what I'm trying to say. It's stuck in the middle. Uh, yeah, Wataru was trash. Tsubaki was mid. Yeah, what am I saying? Nah, I like the characters. It pissed me off when she died. It was solid overall. Animation I liked. The art style I really liked. Like sometimes, but like Loki, sometimes you just had to giggle because how obvious the crybaby was. like, like my boy, like bro, your parents, like the parents die, cancer. Like, come on, bro. They use everything in the book, bro. Nah, that shit was too funny, but it was sad. So I'll give it that. Now let's move on to the third best romance anime of all time, White Album 2. I'm not trolling. This is not rage bait. I genuinely think White Album 2 is the third best romance anime of all time. Yes, the last episode was freaky as hell. But low key, like, I low key like that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. All the characters were low key losers. Like, they all made some fuck ass, like, stupid ass decisions. But, like, in the end, they redeemed themselves. I'm not trolling. I actually think White Album 2 is the third best romance anime of all time. It was freaky. The last episode was low key trash. Not trash, but it wasn't. I mean, it was obvious what they were setting up, you know? Like, this is the one time I'm not going to actually spoil in this video because I know not a lot of people have watched this. I'm not saying this is EBK or this is niche, but like, come on, bro. Like, nobody's talking about this shit. Like, if you give this a chance, if you like drama, you'll probably like it, man. The music, heavenly. Not gonna lie, there's this one time I got caught listening to this shit in school, but it's all good. Alright, now respect. Let's move on to number 2. Bunny Girl Senpai. Respect to Gunbei. The first movie was peak. Tears of joy, sadness, happiness. Sakura's is like a top 5 character of all time. Greeny shots that he should not be taking. Like, Like, what can I even say about this, man? I can't name one bad thing about the show. Like, genuinely. Like, maybe the third movie was a little boring. The second season was like it was a little less eventful than the first. But honestly, what else? The soundtrack, beautiful. The art style, beautiful. The animation, beautiful. The goon bait, beautiful. Everything's like perfect. I don't know. You guys let me know, cause I'm speechless right now. Just thinking about it. Like no glaze. I don't know. Like when I was ranking this at number one, they were going head for head. They were moving like Shaq and Kobe, but the rivalry. Like I don't know. Like this was actually like a toss up. But let's move on to the Go of Romance anime or Gairu. When I tell you that not the last episode, but that confession scene, man, that shit meant something to me, man. Fuck, shit was like 5 years of my life. Nah, the genre there was like a genre shift between the first season and the second season. That's when I knew shit was getting serious. All right, and like, bro, low key, like, we all thought, yo, we all thought 8 Man was badass back then, bro. Yo, we were all watching the edits, bro. Like the fucking manipulator, emotionless edits, bro. We were all watching that shit. All right. Yeah, good music. Like, I couldn't tell you a single bad thing about the show either. The only reason why I put this over Bunny Girl Senpai, I look to watch this first so it has more bias, you know? So, like, this was actually a toss up between the two, but yeah, the first season, it was okay, right? The third season, it was also good. Second season, when I tell you guys, like, bro, the second season might have been the greatest piece of media I've ever consumed my entire life. I'm not even trolling, like, no glaze. Like, I was telling my fucking friends, I was telling my family about this, matter of fact. I told my mom to watch this, and she hates anime. So, like, you know it was serious. Yui, she tried her best, man. Brings a tear to my heart. But, hey, they were going head for head. One of the greatest rivalries of all time. And it was a good ending. I don't count the OVA, by the way. That OVA was not canon. That like they actually, I don't know what they were thinking with that, but yeah, that's my goal list. Let me know what y'all think. See y'all.